Well, hello there, fellow adventurers. This is Sorvesteon coming to you from Riders of Icarus with a heroic taming guide for the Venomous Caspert. So I'm very excited to tame this mighty beast, and it's actually not that bad compared to taming some of the other heroics. They have very lengthy material requirements for their marks. Venomous Caspert, not so much. But before I get into that, let's see, what do we need to tame this venomous fiend? Well, apparently it is very lethal because it has like this crazy poison, and you'll see later it really does. So the only solution is to weaken the creature, so we need a mark. And it seems that that mark needs to be created from the extract of Radahn's eye. So that's all good and well. I have the recipe here. Radahn's essence. This is the mark we're going to need to tame Venomous Caspert. And the lucky thing for us is the shopping list is quite short. And not only that, but everything can really be found in Cavern of the Veil, which is where I am right now. So everything we need, we only really need two or three things. We need the recipe, which drops off of Radahn's eye, and that thing is right here in front of me. You can find it in the final boss room on the final platform, and Radahn's eye will spawn once you kill Ankelion. And then, well, I've killed Ankelion here, and of course when Radahn's eye spawns, it rejuvenates Ankelion, and I've killed Ankelion again, and then reset Radahn's eye. So you can see Radahn's eye just kind of hovering there, you know, chilling. I'm gonna kill it later. Alright. Anyways, so Radahn's eye drops the recipe for the Radahn's essence mark. And it's not really too bad of a drop rate. You can come in here on heroic or elite, and it's actually not too bad. Like within maybe around 10 runs, you'll have a pretty good chance of getting the recipe. It's really not that uncommon, so that is one of the nice things about creating this mark. The recipe is relatively easy to get, and of course, if you don't want to farm it, you can go to the auction house, and it's fairly cheap, and I'll show you in a minute. The only two things we really need out of Cavern of the Veil are a Radahn's Tear, which drops again off of a Radahn's eye, and Marumi Slab. We just need 10 of them. And they drop off of literally every boss in this dungeon, and the drop rate is fairly decent. It's not that uncommon. It's not like you're trying to farm Marumi Tears. Those things are like crazy uncommon. The Marumi Slabs are relatively easy to get within running Cavern of the Veil maybe 10 times. You will have more than 10 Marumi Slabs. I think I'm averaging maybe around 2 to 3 a run. So it's not too bad. You know, if you're solo farming it, you'll definitely get enough. If you're going in with groups, well, it might take a little bit longer because you're going to have competition for them. Anyways, so I've got pretty much almost everything I need. I've got my Marumi Slabs. I've got my Familiar Orbs. I do need some Elite Taming Potions, but I need a Radahn's Tear. And to get that Radahn's Tear, we're going to have to kill Radahn's Eye. Now, I'm only doing this on Elite 5, mostly because it's a pain in the butt to try and run this on Heroic. I can solo it on Heroic 1. Heroic 2, I probably couldn't kill Ankelion on Heroic 2. So, doing it on Elite 5 is probably the best chance you have of soloing this dungeon up to the and getting to the point where you can spawn and kill Radahn's eye, because you have to get through Ankelion first, and she's a pain in the butt, and she's also very strong. Now, I'm so sorry, but the sad truth of the matter is that you can farm Cavern of the Veil all day if you want, but a Radahn's Tear may still never drop, because it has a horrible drop rate. Now, I've heard stories of people getting extremely lucky and having a Radahn's Tear drop on difficulties like Story Mode or Elite 5 or some of the other Elite difficulties, even on some of the lower Heroic difficulties. But as you can see here on the auction house, the price reflects its rarity. This is a very rare drop, and unless you get incredibly lucky, you will probably never see a Radahn's Tear drop in Cavern of the Veil, no matter what difficulty you run, unless, yes, the one exception being Heroic 5. But if you're running Heroic 5, well, then you probably don't need this guide because you probably know enough about how to tame Venomous Caspert because you're just like super elite and pro. I don't know very many people that run Heroic 5 Cavern of the Veil because it is really, really hard. And yeah, I don't think it even has that great of a chance of dropping on Heroic 5. So thankfully for us, we have the auction house. Now, I did tell you that I would show you how much the recipe costs, and it's incredibly cheap. Look at this. 2.5 gold, 3.5 gold. It's really not that expensive. So if you don't feel like going into Cavern of the Veil and trying to farm the recipe, well, then you can just go to the auction house and buy it. The same thing with the Marumi tier. Not the Marumi tiers, the Marumi slabs. Marumi slab. There we go. So the Marumi slabs are about, yeah, we're on the lowest price. Around, I'm going to say they're averaging around 15 gold each. I think that's a little bit expensive. They were down to like 8 gold not too long ago. So I'm going to kind of go out on a limb and say that someone's been buying up a lot of the cheaper Marumi slabs. I would say that you can usually find these for around 8 gold, around 8 to 10 gold. So they're not too expensive. You need 10 of them. But, you know, considering that you would have to spend 100 gold in, well, 80 to 100 gold in order to get the 10 that you need, they just drop so frequently in Cavern of the Veil that this is one of the items that I think you should farm. Don't buy this off the auction house. Go farm it. It's really not that difficult to get, and it just takes a little bit of a time investment. And it will help you save your gold for something that you actually need to buy. And if I go back to the Radahn's tiers, I hate how everything has to be capitalized. Like, you need to have like an exact search term. Like, it won't match it if it's not capitalized. Yeah. Anyways, so the Radahn's tier. That is something that you will probably need to buy because it's extremely hard to get. Like, I farmed Cavern of the Veil a lot. It's never dropped once for me. So, you know, I don't have the time to waste to go farm that dungeon 30 more times to try and get a Radahn's tier to drop, so I'm just going to buy it. And thankfully, there's one for 145. That's not too expensive, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. Awesome. Now, if I just get rid of the tier and go to Radahn's, and let's go to the Taming mark. So if you don't feel like crafting at all or like even farming the dungeon at all, you can buy the Radahn's Essence straight off the auction house. Let's go with the lowest price. Okay, it was already on the lowest price. So it's not too bad compared to some of the other heroic marks, but it's still relatively expensive. So if you have the gold, then sure, go ahead, you can buy this off the auction house. However, we are not going to buy the mark off the auction house. I'm going to go craft it since I have all the materials now. So let's head over to our local barter crafting station. Now, to craft a Radahn's Essence, I need 8 elite taming potions. So let's go buy
You won't find
those.
pieces like this anywhere else.
Awesome.
Items right here.
We should now have everything we need to craft a Radahn's Essence. And yep, I am gonna go and get myself a Triumphant Craft Boosting Chance potion because, well, you know, there's a chance that I could get more than one, right? I mean, it's a small chance, but there's still a chance. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's craft this thing up. And I have gotten myself one Radahn's Essence. Now, I actually have more than one Radahn's Essence. I actually have three, including the one I just crafted. These two came from Parnas Coast Heroic Mark Box. So, but they're bound. So that is another way that you can obtain these. And let's just go to the daily rewards. So yeah, the heroic mark boxes is another way that you can obtain a Radahn's Essence, and you can also get them for completing your dungeon achievements. So here, see, if I finish running Lava Light Cave on heroic 15 more times, then I'll get a heroic Parna Familiar mark box, well, 2 of them, and from that I have a chance to get some more Radahn's Essences. Alright, so now that I've got my Radahn's Essence, I can go out and I can tame Venomous Caspert. However, just before I show you where you can find Venomous Caspert, I almost forgot to mention that there is one other way that you can get a Radahn's Essence. It has a low chance of dropping off of the world raid bosses Duranin and Bismuth. So you will find Venomous Caspert here at this green glowy cave. This cave is located in the western part of Parna Steppes, right under the E in Bismuth Cove. And it's really convenient because he spawns right in there. See, he's up right now, and he just stays there. So if you come to this cave and you see him up, then he's up. If he's not, then he's not up. He's on a 2-hour respawn timer, so if you know when he last got taken down, then you can time it to come back when he respawns. It's exactly 2 hours. I have confirmed this. He's on an exact 2-hour respawn timer. Now, you can see here a bunch of people are going in to take him down and hopefully try and successfully tame him. One of the things that you're going to have to deal with is the poisonous fume that just kind of permeates this whole cave and the area around it. One of the interesting things that I learned about this poisonous fume is that it hits you for exactly 1% of your total health. So here, look at my health. I have 19,629. And look at the kind of damage I'm taking. 196. So exactly, or almost around 1% of my total health. Now if I change the amount of my total health, here let's just use one of my pledges. So now my total health is 20,607. And look at how much damage I'm taking. 206. So exactly, again, 1% of my maximum health. Now, this is very fair, I would say, because if, priests or assassins took 206 damage every second, they would die pretty fast. In this way, you only end up taking, no matter what your total health is, the poison fumes will only hit you for 1% every second. And, that's nice. It's called Caspert's poison. So Venomous Caspert created this poisonous fume because he lives in this cave. Now, you can see that the people fighting him are fighting him in the cave. You can't pull him out of the cave to say, you know, like over here where there is no poison. Because as soon as you do, as soon as you try and pull Venomous Caspert out of this poisonous fume, he will simply reset and return to his original spawn position. And there he is, a Venomous Caspert. And in I go with my little army of other people who are looking to tame Venomous Caspert. Ooh. So he does something called Hell Smash. It's about his only skill. It's pretty deadly, so it's something to watch out for. And that's pretty much the only thing you really need to worry about with Venomous Caspert, aside from, well, the poisonous fume that, you know, he likes to be in. Unfortunately, you can't pull him out of this poisonous fume, you just have to fight him in it. But usually there's enough other people here that it's not really a problem, and hopefully there will be a healer who will throw down a couple of healers to help keep your health up. Other than that, it's really just a matter of getting his health down. So as far as I know, or from what I've seen anyways, I think, or I believe, he becomes tameable once he hits the V in Venomous Caspert, just by looking at his skill bar. See, there's Hell Smash. It's very easy to see, very easy to prepare for, and very easy to block or dodge, or generally avoid. Except for... maybe I should do a better job of trying to keep aggro. I am a tank after all. Alright. So, before you do try to tame him, you do want to make sure your health is up to a, you know, if not full, pretty close to. See, he's pretty much, well, he got tameable not at the V, but at the E instead. So, now, Venomous Caspert is a rather tough monster to tame, because he is level 37. So if you don't get on, or if you don't get the first jump on him, just wait, you know, other people might fail, and then it might give you a chance. So let's see here, is this guy gonna succeed? No, he didn't. Oh, he kicked me off. What was that? That was, oh, we're gonna go and do a block here, because I don't want to get smashed. Let's, oh. Ooh, a member from my guild got on. Okay, well, let's hope that they succeed. Go, Tazzy, go. You can do it. Oh, see, look at him. He's just throwing everybody off tonight. Well, I'm going to give it a go. And let's hope that I succeed. Ooh, that's a lot of red. My gosh. Ugh. 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 Well, we're getting more green. Getting more green. Are we gonna... let's... no. Oh, we're getting more red. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. And a Venomous Caspert has been tamed. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this poisonous fume now. My gosh. So, I want to level with you guys. What you just saw was actually my 4th attempt at taming Venomous Caspert. The 3 previous attempts that I tried, I failed. And that's because, you know, Venomous Caspert is a higher level than what the current level cap is. Currently, you can only go to level 35, and Venomous Caspert, Terror Karev, Koresh, they are all, I think even Apocalypse, they are all level 37 or higher, and they're all heroic. So, you know, that lowers your chance to tame them and makes it really, really hard. Right now, we have this special buff. It's called Like, and the taming chance is increased by 20%. I used a taming potion as well as my taming jewelry. So by equipping the necklace and both of the rings, I got a +2 taming chance. So what you basically saw there was I had a +2, +10%, +20%. So I had an additional 32% chance to tame Venomous Caspert, and even then it was still kind of touch and go. I almost, I got pretty darn close to failing, and that's why, it ended up being my 4th attempt that I succeeded on. So, just because you get a Radahn's essence doesn't necessarily mean that's going to translate to you actually getting a Venomous Caspert, because, he is difficult to tame, at least in the current game, with the level cap being 35. In the future, once the level cap gets increased, Venomous Caspert and the other heroics will definitely be much easier to tame, just like Garm and Agnes the Red are now. Now they're level 20. They are level 25, and we're level 35, so it's much easier for us to tame them now. Back when the level cap was 25, taming them was much more difficult, and people failed much more often. Anyways, so let's take a look at Venomous Caspert's skills. So, he gets some pretty nice stats. I mean, look at that physical defense. That's pretty nice. Mine is level 35. I used a full growth potion on it. And level 35 is his maximum level. He gets 5 skills. The Mythic Resilience, which basically means that Venomous Caspert is immune to all environmental effects. He gets the Thirst for Destruction passive, so evasion power and health is increased. He gets Hell Roar, which is a buff. It decreases cooldown by 20% for 20 seconds, and it's on a 40-second cooldown. That's really nice. He gets Hell Smash, which you saw him do when I was taming him. That's an AoE, and it looks like it deals between 400 to 600 damage every 1.5 seconds for 5 seconds. And he gets Hell Shriek, which afflicts which causes a 3-second stun. So I don't have a heroic Steel Stone on me, but I still wanted to show you what happens if you seal Venomous Caspert up at level 35. On a low roll, you're going to get, well actually that's quite a bit of magic attack. Let's go to another one. You can get a roll for magic attack as low as 96 or perhaps even a little bit lower, and for all stats it can go as low as 18. But still, that'll fetch you a pretty good price on the auction house if you want to sell it. On a high roll, you can get up to like 112 magic attack and plus 22 to all stats. So this is a fantastic seal stone for wizards. No doubt about it, I think Venomous Caspert is probably the best seal stone a wizard can get in the current game. Another thing I wanted to show you is that you can apply the skin from Girion to Venomous Caspert. See, I have the legendary Magma Girion skin, and I can apply it to Venomous Caspert, and that will give him basically the same stats as the Poison Matura. Now, I have to say, like, this is a pretty sick looking skin for Venomous Caspert. But since I don't have one of those yet, you can use your Magma Girion legendary skin if you purchase the Legendary Riders pack, and that will give the same stats. So let's go, and yeah, I want to change that, and let's summon Venomous Caspert now. So yeah, Venomous Caspert looks a whole lot cooler, and moves faster, and has more health, so, definitely an improvement, although unfortunately now he looks the exact same as Girion. So, I don't know, it's kind of like a status symbol, I guess. Maybe in the future people will be more into using this skin on Venomous Caspert, but for now it seems to me like a lot of people don't want their Venomous Caspert confused for Girion. And that is how you tame Venomous Caspert in Riders of Icarus. This has been Sorvesteon. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel for more taming guides. Until next time, fellow adventurers, take care and have fun.